Dear students, we are back again, and I know sure that you have done the thoughts of the boy about the dream that he had on the river, and most of you have done it well. You have given me the written parts, and especially I congratulate those who have done it in video so that others also could learn something from you all. And for the second part, that's also I'm sure that you have already studied the new words. Now we are in the third part, and this is the climax of the story. As you know that you should have the silent reading here. While you are reading, as we were doing, kindly underline the words that you like it. And if you know complete meaning of the sentence, after the full stop, put a tick mark there. And if ever you are doubtful of any words, kindly put a question mark. It will be a further help for you. And coming to this third part, there are 10 new words that again you are learning. Some of you, those who have come this year, newcomers, I do not know about you all whether you have learned the other words. For them there will be, maybe these will be the ordinary words for you all, or sometimes there will be another words that which you have to learn. So consider those words too. So here we are learning different words. First word is trickle. You know this word, but you have to learn the correct meaning of it. So kindly go to the dictionary and then read it. So you are learning the word trickle. Again you are learning another word, refreshing. You know that while you are drinking something or you are studying something and you are really tired, then you will refresh yourself, isn't it? So let's see how the meaning will go on with you. Again you are learning the word scorching. Scorching you are learning. So kindly learn it in a perfect manner. Coming to the next word, smarting. What is the smarting? You are coming to know this word for the first time in your life, I know sure, because you haven't learned for the last year. So kindly learn it. Then comes the diverge. Diverge. When you read this word in the dictionary, you will know that even this word you will know. But only thing, you are not using in your vocabulary. So kindly learn it and use it in your vocabulary. Don't forget about it. Okay. Then comes determined. We should have the determined determination to learn new words, isn't it? So kindly learn this new word, determined. Then comes gasped. What is this gasped? You are wondering, isn't it? So kindly learn this word too from the dictionary. Then comes bramble. What is this bramble? So learn it for yourself. Bramble, the very word bramble. Then comes tumbled. Tumbled is also a very easy word. You will know it by learning. Then stumbled. What is this? Stumbled and stumbled, isn't it? Very tricky words, but very easy to learn the meaning. So consider all those 10 words and read it. Hope you will understand the story better. I know that sure that you have come across all the words and its meaning from the dictionary. And now we are in the third part of the story. A trickle of water came from the hillside. Trickle of water. Trickle of water means drops of water. Drops of water came from the hillside. Just imagine you are walking and you are seeing from the hillside the waterfalls. We shall have a look on it. Hope you enjoyed the videos, isn't it? So we are coming to the next. The water was cold and sharp, but very refreshing. The water, he couldn't touch the water, or he couldn't feel that cold because that much cold it is, but it was refreshing. As I told you before, that if you are studying and you are really tired, so you want to refresh yourself, you will do many things, isn't it? Sometimes you may go out of your house or room and go near to a plant which has got very greeny leaf, and you just touch the plant and then talk to the plant, and really you will feel thrilled and you will be refreshed because you are getting the fresh air from the plant. So the refreshing. So this water was cold, sharp and very refreshing. However, it seemed to have the effect of making him more thirsty. See, however, it seemed to have the effect of making, not because he was thirsty, but it made the effect in him, the very sharpness of the water or the cold water, the coolness and the refreshment, all those things made him as though he was thirsty. So he wanted to drink the water more. The sun was striking his side of the hill. The sun was striking. That means it's not because sun is going and striking, but the heat of the sun we can imagine here. And the dusty path, dust became hotter. Hotter means he couldn't bear, isn't it? The stones scorching the boy's feet. Scorching was a new word for you, isn't it? It was very hot. His feet felt the very hot. He was sure he had gone halfway. He was sure, quite sure, because when he had started his journey, he did not feel the heat at that time. He did not feel the sun is striking him, but now he feels it. That means he understands how many hours or how much he has walked. He had walked for over an hour. So he had walked over an hour. Earlier we learned that he was unable to walk. He was not walking from his house till his school. But what made him to move on? Because he had the thirst. He had the dream to reach the river. Presently, he saw another boy ahead of him. Now see, here he is seeing another boy ahead of him. So he might be very happy, isn't it? Now you feel that if you are moving alone in the road and you are feeling a bit of scared, you feel very fearful, and if you see someone next to you, you'll be really calm, isn't it? So presently he saw another boy ahead of him, driving a few gods down the path. That means down the path. He is walking, moving, hills and valleys and everything he is moving on, isn't it? And now one boy, he is driving few gods down the path. Then here, before we could come to the story of the boy, let's visit to the questions here. Identify the expression used by the author to describe the flow of water. We said something and we saw something. Videos, we remember? So, identify the expression here used by the author to describe the flow of water. That means you have to go back to the textbook once again. Then again, next question. Was the boy really thirsty? What made the boy thirsty? If I would have asked the question at the time I was taking the class, you may be able to say faster. Now you will have to reflect it, isn't it? So, okay. So, next question. Why was the boy sure that he had covered half the way? He was quite sure that he passed half the way. How? Find out from the textbook. Then, okay, now he saw a boy going ahead of him and driving few gourds down the path. How far is the river? He asked. As usual question, isn't it? He asked the same question to Cutter and plus the girl. Now he is asking the same question to this boy. How far is the river? The village boy smiled in a friendly way. Oh, what a feel the boy might have had now, because the boy smiled. This is the beauty of human beings, Though we don't know any other, maybe the persons, but still we give a cute smile to them. So we feel at ease. So the village boy smiled in a friendly way and said, "Oh, not far. Just round the next hill and straight down. You don't need to walk so much. You just round the next hill and straight down." The boy, feeling hungry, unwrapped his loaf of bread and broke it in halves. What did the boy do here? See the humanliness he is having here? The boy feeling hungry, felt hungry, unwrapped. Now we learned the word wrapped, isn't it? Now it is unwrapped. That means we are learning one antonym here. Okay? So he unwrapped his loaf of bread and broke it in halves. He made it half, offering one portion to the village boy. He thought of the boy. He knew that the other boy also will be very hungry. I know quite sure, because whenever any of our students were not bringing, or they were unable to bring the food, I know that you were sharing your food with your friend, isn't it? Without even telling me you were doing it. So such a good ones you are, and like you, he also here, offering one portion to the village boy. They sat on the hillside and ate in silence. They didn't even talk while they were eating. Actually, it is a good practice while we are having our food to keep silence. But here, they might be feeling very hungry, isn't it? That's why the reason they did not talk. Here there is a question. The boy unwrapped his loaf of bread and broke it in halves, offering one portion to the boy. What attitude of the boy is revealed here? Attitude, the word is very familiar to you. Attitude. Okay? And revealed. What is the attitude revealed here? Write your answer. Feel free to write your answer here. Again, there is a question. Have you ever shared your food with the needy? Describe such experiences, if any. You have done it in the class. But if ever you have done it outside, or without my knowledge, or the friends of ours in the class, kindly share your incidents. Okay?